What's up, y'all? It's SJ. I talk to you a lot about what to do for your personal statement. I'm going to focus this video on the don'ts. And these are thoughts based upon my own experiences and just some advice that I want to share. You can take it or leave it, right? I am not the law. And everyone's experience going through the grad school application is going to be a little bit different. But being in the profession that I've been in for as long as I have found that there are some commonalities within the application process. And so I want to be as helpful as I can. Here we go. 7 don'ts for the statement for your grad school application. Number 1, don't repeat your resume. Your personal statement should complement your resume, not repeat it or not restate it. That's not helpful to me. If I look at your goal statement and it's basically the same thing as your resume, it's like, why did we even do this? Your statement should focus on the why. So in other words, focus on why your experiences are meaningful, not just what they are. The resume or CV focuses on the what. The goal statement focuses on the why. See the difference? All right, moving on. Number 2, don't use cliches or generalizations. I cannot tell you every single day. I hear this one statement probably about 100 times. I always wanted to help people. Please, for the love of everything that is good and right in the world, don't use cliches or generalizations. Be specific and original in expressing your motivations. There are a million ways that you can help. How will you applying to this particular program help you in your journey to want to help people? You got to be specific and make it relevant to what you're trying to accomplish. Don't just use that general statement of, I just want to help. Yeah, no, everybody wants to help. How do you want to help? And why should we care about how you want to help? How does that relate to our program and what we offer, right? Just be mindful of that. Number 4, don't be overly negative. I'm sorry. What number are we on? Number 3. Number 3. Don't overshare personal information or focus too much on unrelated details. Keep the focus on your academic and professional growth. The goal statement is not the time for you to air your dirty laundry about you or your family member, or your loved one, or your girlfriend, and that situation is now why you want to become a psychologist or a counselor or insert whatever your field is. I'm not saying that you can't get personal in your statement, but there's a way to do it. There's a way to finesse it where you are still maintaining those professional boundaries and you're giving context, you're giving color to the point, right? But at the end of the day, get to the point. Any story or anecdote that you include in that statement should have a point, right? It should always be able to strengthen your case. So you want to be very mindful when it comes to sharing personal information. Be mindful of what you share and make sure you're not focusing on sharing anything that's unrelated. When you write your statement, you want to be asking yourself this question. As you jot down every word and every sentence, ask yourself, why should the admissions committee care about what I'm saying right now? If you don't have a good answer, don't include it. But if it's something that is getting you to the point of your message or that helps you to or helps them to further understand your overall goal, then that's appropriate. But if you're just throwing stuff in there just to throw it in there and it has no rhyme or reason to it, don't do it. Don't. Seriously, don't. All right. Don't say I didn't tell you. All right, next. Number 4, don't be overly negative or self-deprecating. Avoid dwelling on failures or weaknesses. Now, that doesn't mean, as I mentioned before, you can, in your statement, talk about your strengths as well as those areas of further development, right? Where you want to grow. Focus on how you've grown and what you've learned. You don't just want to focus on the failure and the weakness and that's it. And you're just like, oh, I suck and everything was trash. And the whole statement just turns into a huge sob story. Don't do that. That's not going to help you at all. Okay, so please be mindful of being overly negative or self-deprecating. Number 5, don't ignore the program's guidelines. Please follow any word limit, formatting rules, prompt requirements that are given to you by the program. Do not ignore what they tell you to do, okay? If they tell you to write your statement in Times New Roman, do it in Times New Roman. I don't want to see Comic Sans 15-point font, red color with pictures and graphics and clip art and links that lead them to videos of kittens. And I'm saying that because I have literally seen this in my time of being in an admissions role. This is not the time for you to try to step out of the box and be creative and show your creativity through having curly, swirly font and all of the things. No, you want your statement to be clear. You want it to be easy to read. And part of that is ensuring that you follow those guidelines. So if they have that word limit, if they have a page limit, if they have a font that they want you to write it in, a size font that they want you to write it in, please do that and don't stray from it. Okay? Number 6, don't be overly formal or casual. Find a professional yet conversational tone that reflects your genuine personality. If you're too stuffy and formal in your statement, like you are just using all of the words from the thesaurus and you're just doing all of the things, we're going to be like, okay, come on, seriously, nobody talks like that in real life. Like, let's be real. On the other hand, you don't want to be too casual either. Like, yo, what's up? This is my goal statement. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a part of your program. IDK, IDC, FOMO, LMAO. No, don't do that. I think it goes without saying, but I have seen some very interesting things here in enrollment, in admissions over the years. And this is not the place. This is still a professional environment. So you want to make sure that you are presenting professionally yet conversationally. Last, number 7, don't underestimate your impact. Avoid downplaying your accomplishments. Be confident in your experiences and in your contributions. A lot of times people will say to me, applicants will say, SJ, well, I don't know what other people are doing, or I feel like other applicants have more experience than me, or they have different experiences, or they've done more hours in research, or they've done this or that. Really and truly, unless you are taking note of every single other person that's applying to a grad school program, you really don't know what that other applicant is doing. And who cares? Your experience is your own. Don't underestimate it. You have an impact in your own way. So don't downplay what you've done. It is important. The journey that you took to get to where you are now, which is applying for grad school, matters. And that admissions committee wants to know about it. So talk about those accomplishments. Be confident in those experiences that you've had, especially those experiences that have helped you to grow and learn and become the person that you are now. Understanding that grad school will help you get to that next level of self and who you're meant to be. You're not going to have all the experiences. You're not going to have all the hours and all the volunteer things and all. You're not. That's okay. What do you have? Highlight that in your statement, all right? Don't be out here underestimating yourself, okay? Those are my 7 don'ts for the personal statement. And by following these rules, you will craft a personal statement that captures your passion, that captures your purpose and your potential as a graduate student. And that's really what it's all about. If you haven't checked out the do's video, please make sure that you do that. And meet me in the comments. What other don'ts might you have that I did not mention? Feel free to share that. I love hearing from y'all. And I will see you in my next video. Take care.